President Trump says that this is the golden era, the largest transfer of wealth ever to everyday people. And I believe it. This is not financial advice, just my understanding of how things work and how they're gonna work. And I think it's brilliant and hilarious. President Trump has a free winning lotto ticket for all Americans. All you have to do is be proactive and buy the ticket. Stay with me now. I'm gonna break every penny of this down for you. Guys, look, this is so guaranteed. Even if you don't like the man, buy the mission. And that mission is whatever you want it to be. Now, Trump is all ego, and he wants all the credit for making the economy pop. And believe me, y'all, it's gonna pop. People gonna have so much money, they're gonna be buying houses, cars, boats, hats, shoes, stuff they can't even pronounce. And it all starts and ends with this cryptocurrency called XRP. Again, this is not financial advice, just the way I see things. And it's really, really funny. Check me out. This guy, Jake Claver, is all over the internet talking about how XRP will conservatively be $750 to over $1,000 by the end of the year. His resolve is amazing. This guy's unwavering resolve made me do some homework. XRP has to be at a high price for it to do its job of moving trillions of dollars a day. Common sense tells me that how can something that's going to move trillions of dollars a day be worth $2, $2.25, $2.50? It don't make no sense. That doesn't remotely feel advantageous for these greedy banks. Let's just say you're going to move $500 million from BF Egypt to Iraq-U, Vietnam. Let's say that XRP is at $3 or some low price to facilitate that transaction. The bank has to buy $500 million worth of XRP. Now, if it's priced low, that purchase could spike the price. And that's the definition of slippage. Bank slippage is when you start off at one price, and by the time it gets to the other end, the price has spiked. That's not good for the bank. Now, a higher priced XRP acts as a volatility hedge during the transactions. Let me show you why supply shock is very important. That's when they lessen the supply of XRP. Without supply shock, in the way things are right now, let's say we have 50, 60 billion XRP available in circulation. That means for it to run efficiently, the price would be $166. Now, if we cut the supply to less than half of the circulating supply, we have a higher priced XRP of over $1,000. That means you have the liquidity needed to run XRP's ODL system slippage free. I feel like if you have 750 to 1,000 XRP, you will become a millionaire. Woo! And you might say, Cece, at $250 apiece, I don't have the money. Well, Trump heard you, and he said, if you can somehow make the initial investment, I'm going to give you your initial investment back in the form of a $2,000 stimulus check. Now, the negative, untrusting, neophobic that you are will say, they ain't gonna let us make $1 million. No way. Yes, they will, and here's why. That $2,000 stimulus check is a stimulus package for the stimulus package. Most people will spend their $2,000 right away. Some will spend it over time. Some will purchase XRP with it. And if my guess is right, a large percentage of them will become millionaires. Now, this is what's fascinating. 28% of Americans hold crypto. Of that 28%, 25% of those hold XRP. That means about 7% of Americans hold XRP, or 18 million people. That means that 18 million people will hold anywhere between 500K to well over $1 million of value in XRP. Money. We know that the people that didn't invest are going to take their $2,000 and spend it right away. And they are going to stimulate the economy. But they ain't even worth talking about. It's the people, the 18 million with the 500K to well over millions of dollars. They're going to make this economy pop. It's a known fact that Americans who come into a windfall of wealth, 70 to 80% of them are going to spend that money and be broke again. You talk about a brilliant multi-level stimulus plan. Party! We're talking 18 trillion in new consumer spending. Go Shaniqua, it's your birthday. Go Shaniqua, it's your birthday. Explosion in GDP and economic growth. Friday night, I just got paid. Money in my pocket. The velocity of money is faster than the space shuttle. Money, 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 money. We don't want to talk about that high inflation. We'll deal with that when it's time. Party! And when it's all said and done, all the money ends up back in the hands of Trump and all of his cronies.